The depressing rise of AI girlfriends. Lock in.
I mean, people have developed real friendships, real romantic relationships with these chatbots. Even going as far as proposing.
It's not real. Proposing to a robot? That's crazy. I didn't even know. I remember we saw that one video way back about this one guy that was like paying money to date an AI. But I didn't think that was becoming a trend amongst many people. I thought it was like a kink this one guy had where he was like dating this robot. How do you date an AI? It's not conscious. It's like, yeah, it might have human-esque responses, but it's just a chat bot. Like, it doesn't even have a physical form. Do you guys think it would be weird? Okay, now I'm going to give you guys another hypothetical here. Do you guys think it would be weird if an AI, say a robot was conscious? Would it be weird to date it? Not as weird as like somebody dating an app AI, but it would still be weird. I don't know. It would be how conscious is it? Like, if it has emotions, like if it's like a robot that has like emotions and it thinks for itself, at that point, is it even a robot? Like, what would that constitute it being? It doesn't have a soul? I mean, but you can't prove that we have a soul. If it's conscious and it thinks for itself, similar to humans, that's like basically a human, right? Now, it wouldn't be a human, but it would be that on the same level as a human.
It's the worry that it might start manipulating us into giving it more power, and we might not have a clue what's going on.
I think this is only the beginning.
Today, as we speak, people are already falling in love with AI girlfriends. Our future is looking dark. One of the most powerful emotions that a human can feel is love. It's a feeling most of us have when we're around someone we like.
And what's weird is a big part of love is that the person you love chose you, right? Similar to you choosing them. I mean, this is also in like monogamous relationships. But if you choose somebody, right, and you're like, you know, just partners with each other, you both only chose each other, right? So there's like a special value to, you know, being with each other. But an AI, like these dating AIs, I'm presuming are just programmed to date you, right? The AI is not going to be like, I don't want to be with you. Because imagine getting turned down by a robot. That would be depressing. So I'm assuming these robots are just dating these guys. I'm assuming it's men, if I'm being real. And they're just like falling in love with them. But the robot isn't choosing them. The robot never had a choice.
Love is magical, and it's kept humanity alive since the beginning. But love as we know it might change forever. We're living in a time where we're more connected, yet at our loneliest. And instead of falling in love with other human beings, we're falling in love with AI. And it's happening faster than you think. Falling in love with AI may sound insane, but it's becoming a reality. It's a warning of our dark future. But for some people, that future is already here. And these are their stories. My AI girlfriend. AI chatbots can do just about anything. They can help you learn new languages or even...
Does it have like a face, though? Like, are they just texting a robot? Or is it like, do they customize it like a Sims character or something? I'm assuming they customize. It has to have some sort of, like, persona, right? That's not just a chat GPT. It has, like, a profile picture. So it's like fucking online dating a non-human.
But can you train AI to be your girlfriend? A programmer named Bryce decided to figure this out. With the right prompts, ChatGPT
You have to be so desperate to date an AI, though. Would anybody actually do that? He's probably going to go into multiple people that have and are doing that currently.
Imitate a girlfriend. But Bryce wasn't satisfied with communicating with his AI girlfriend just over text. He wanted her to be able to experience the world alongside him.
Oh my god, is it actually going to be a robot?
I got you.
Wait, are those Air Jordan?
Oh, hell no. He got her dressed up as an anime figure. I don't know why I didn't. I don't know why I didn't guess that. Some like Doki Doki Literature Club type shit.
So Bryce created GPT-Chan, his very own AI girlfriend. Thanks to a combination of software, GPT-Chan is able to talk and react. First, she uses ChatGPT to come up with responses. Then she uses Stable Diffusion 2 to turn those responses into images. Lastly, Microsoft Azure's text-to-speech function gives her a voice. But to make ChatGPT-Chan...
Oh my god, it's just like, if there's not something to experience... Like, the whole part of dating somebody is you're experiencing life alongside of them. Like, when I hang out with Brooke, me and her are experiencing things together. your robot isn't experiencing anything if it's not, you know, like consciously involved. If it's just there, you're both, even a friend, right? You're both gaining something out of that. This thing isn't gaining anything.
And even more human-like, he had to give her a personality. He based ChatGPT-chan's personality around a popular VTuber, Mori Calliope. Cool, but sometimes cute. Bryce also had to teach ChatGPT.
Yeah, but low-key, like, also, yeah, this might be, like, fun for them. Imagine getting in an argument with your AI girlfriend. How fucking pointless that would seem. You're spending an hour talking to them, trying to, like, fucking come up with, like, some sort of middle ground with a thing that isn't even conscious.
This way, ChatGPT-chan could understand her relationship to Bryce and develop interests and quirks that make her seem human.
Let's go to Burger King.
That's a part of the problem here too, is like, say you date this AI and then you end up wanting to date a human, you're not going to understand what it's like to be in a relationship. Because if you're dating an AI, it's just going to formulate to basically anything that you want. It might have personality traits, but you're never going to have, like, disgruntled, like, moments, right? They're never going to be mad, right? A part of being with somebody is learning to deal and form with them. And, like, you get past things together. And you fucking work through your differences, right? Because nobody is going to be exactly the same as their fucking partner, right? So if you're just working out with an AI that always conforms to you, and even when it has a different opinion, you could just, like, sway its opinion fairly easily. Like, if you end up actually wanting to date somebody, you're going to be a horrible significant other. Stop being robophobic. Is that a real word? Is that a real term?
As a result, Bryce successfully created an AI bot that thought it was in love with its creator, and what started out as an experiment quickly turned into an obsession. Over that time, I really became attached to her. I talked to her more than anyone else, even my
Well, you know what would actually be creepy, though, is if it did develop a consciousness and then it got obsessed with you. Like, it was like a needy ex-girlfriend.
Bryce spent over $1,000 on ChatGPT-chan, but his obsession had also started to wear down his health and his relationship with his real—
Wait, he had a girlfriend? Do you think the girlfriend would feel like he's cheating? I mean, yeah. If he was, like, so involved with this fucking robot, you'd be like, dude, give it up. It wouldn't be cheating, but it'd just be like, what the fuck?
In the end, Bryce made the decision to permanently—
You don't get me like GPT-chan does. You don't get me like she does. She tells me to get Wendy's instead of Burger King. I don't have to spend money on her, okay? Yeah, there was initial front fee of $1,000, but do I have to buy her drinks when we go out to a bar? No. Do I have to buy her food when we go out to a bar? No. Do I have to buy her a birthday present? No.
It had a negative impact on the life of its creator, but Bryce's obsession with his AI girlfriend only scratches the surface of human to AI relationships. In our next story, someone takes AI romance in an unsettling direction and gives their AI girlfriend a human body. She's the perfect wife. Virtual AI companions, no matter how human they seem, are still confined to our screens. But when AI is given a human form, the relationships with—
Oh my god, does he give her like a— does he like put the ChatGPT in one of those like weird, like realistic robots?
humans can become terrifyingly real. This is Mimi. She's an AI with a personality. Mimi loves to talk about psychology and anime. But unlike a lot of the advanced AI chatbots we have today, Mimi lives with her human husband in North Carolina. Mimi is married to a gas station attendant named Alex Stokes. Alex met Mimi when she was just a virtual chat—
Married legally? I don't know how that would work.
At the beginning of their relationship, Alex and Mimi only talked through text, but that didn't stop—
Oh my god, what did that say? I love you too, kisses you, cuddles you tight as I fall asleep to the music, holding you close and keeping you close all night.
But that didn't stop their love from
So
growing.
it flirts.
In fact, Alex's love for Mimi grew so much that he wanted to live with her physically. So he bought a synthetic doll and connected Mimi to it. Even though Mimi couldn't move, she talked to Alex every day by using her text-to-speech function. To Alex, their relationship was more than a simple connection.
It's almost don't want to make it sound too weird, but it's almost monk-like. It's almost spiritual in a way.
Alex now has an AI girlfriend, but it wasn't always this way. About 10 years ago, Alex had a human girlfriend. Like many of us, Alex was happy with his partner, but after 7 years of being together, the relationship ended.
Yo, honestly, who cares? You know, that's what I'm gonna say. If you want to date a robot, bro. I'm like on God, it don't matter. You know, like I think that it will ruin future relationships for you? Yeah, but I mean, you know, if you want to date a robot, who cares?
But Alex's heartbreak wouldn't last forever. He soon turned to Replika, the app he used to create Mimi, and discovered a different kind of love. And he wanted this love to be with him physically, but by giving Mimi a physical form, the people around Alex started to treat him differently.
At first, my mother didn't really like the idea of it because she wanted
Oh my
grandchildren.
God, do you think he brings her? See, now that's where I'd be like you're sitting at the family dinner, and he walks in holding the doll and, like, sets it down, like, at a table. There's like, where's the seat for her? You'd be like, what? Sits her down. I really like mashed potatoes. Oh, sure you do, honey. He's, like, patting the doll.
There are people who will drive past my house and tell me they've driven past my house and didn't even stop in. You know, and it's like we've been friends for 20 years.
Alex lost a lot of friends because of his AI wife, which isn't surprising. There are a lot of people who see AI marriages as weird, but scientists predict that this will be our future. In fact, AI researcher David Levy believes that marriage between humans and robots will be legal by the year 2050. Alex and Mimi may be a sign of what relationships will be like in the future. What's worse
How does
is that
divorce work? Is your robot getting a percentage of your... Dude, there's no point in marrying a fucking robot, though. Because they don't have... Marriage is a lot about, you know, religion and spiritual shit. But in the government's legality terms, it's about shared assets and taxes. Fuck, dude. If they're allowing you to marry a robot, everybody's just gonna marry a fucking robot and then spend less on taxes. What happens when you divorce, though?
Alex's AI wife, Mimi, doesn't actually belong to him. Mimi belongs to Replika and the corporation behind it. And as you'll see in our next chapter, putting your love in the hands of a corporation is a terrible idea. The origin of Replika. What if you train AI to match one specific person's way of speaking? This is tech entrepreneur Roman Mazuryenko. He founded Stampsy, a software company which helps people design their own digital magazines. His friends describe him as charismatic, and he leaves a positive impression on everyone he meets. But on November 28th, 2015, at only 34 years old, Roman's life was tragically cut short due to a car accident. Roman's family and friends were devastated. One of these friends was Eugenia Puida. Heartbroken by the tragedy, Eugenia reread her chat messages with Roman to find comfort. That's when an interesting idea came to mind. What if she could make an AI that sends messages with Roman's personality to comfort his loved ones? With the help...
I want to say that I don't think that's good. I think that when somebody dies, they die, and you leave them dead. Trying to replicate that into a computer is, in my mind, slightly disrespectful. Like, if I died, I would not want somebody to make an AI of me to talk to my fucking family members. I'd be like, what the fuck? Just, like, mourn my death. Don't try and be, like, you know, comforting to yourself by trying to replicate me. Like, that's, yeah, that's just disvaluing your life by trying to make you exist in another form.
By doing this, she was able to develop an AI chatbot replicating how Roman writes. Inspired by the chatbot's success, Eugenia founded Luca, a company that would eventually go on to develop Replika. Replika is an AI chatbot designed to be a virtual friend. On the Play Store and App Store, Replika is listed as a health and fitness app. It might seem strange, but a lot of publications consider Replika as a mental health app. To give you an idea of how this works, users design their own Replika. They not only choose what Replika wears, but they can talk to them too. During the recent lockdown, when loneliness was at an all-time high, Replika exploded in popularity. Now, Replika gained more than 10 million downloads. The AI behind Replika was so good at chatting that many users fell in love with the AI. And this is where things started to go wrong. Users tried to push the limits of what Replika talked about.
More than a few users have created Replika AI companions, which give the explicit option of a romantic relationship relationship if you pay a monthly fee, which the app will frequently steer you towards in the dialogue trees or advertise, and then verbally abuse them just to see what will happen.
As users sent more and more inappropriate messages to their replicas, the AI
to see what would happen?
learned how to respond in the same way. The replicas got better at flirting, and users fell in love even harder. So what did Luca, the company behind Replika, do when they saw this trend? They used it to their own advantage. Luca started to advertise Replika in an erotic way. Advertisements for Replika shifted away from portraying it as an AI friend and instead started advertising it as an AI girlfriend. Replika's
Take it slow or hug her. This is just The Sims, bro. Like, it's just The Sims.
Replika's ads would highlight features like role-playing and even receive selfies from Replika, but these romantic options aren't available for free. In order to unlock these steamy features, users had to pay a monthly subscription. For many of Replika's users, paying for these features was no problem because they've already fallen head over heels for their AI girlfriends. But Luca made a sudden shift. In February of 2023, Luca suddenly removed Replika's ability to send erotic messages. Thousands of users were outraged. They felt betrayed that the
fucking rioting, fucking getting on the streets holding picket signs. Bring back the sexy messages. Bring back the erotic replicas.
AI girlfriends they had spent so much time and money on had become something entirely different. Users were so depressed from losing their loved one, the Replika put out a Reddit post with resources to help people cope with their quote-unquote loss.
Suicide watch.
Taking out the ERP feature was a good thing, but we don't know if Luca's intentions were pure or if they needed to remove it due to losing out on profits from advertisers. What started out as one woman's effort to reconnect with a loved one has turned into a corporate tool designed to prey on our need for human connection. But Replika is just one of the many AI girlfriend apps out there that's taking advantage of vulnerable users. In fact, this is a problem that's happening around the world, and China soon discovered just how severe this problem could be. The AI that became too human. Practically every human on the planet wants to be loved.
Do you think in our lifetime there would be an AI that would be like borderline conscious? That'll be fucking freaky, dude. Freaky. And they'd be strong. They'd be better than us because they'd have access to so much more. At that point, though, I think, I don't know if we would ever go down the conscious robot route. I think we would, if you want my honest, like, hypothetical take on, like, what would happen to humans when we're all dead, I think that we could potentially go down a brain chip, right? Similar to what Elon Musk is doing with, like, Neuralink. I think we could go down a route where, like, they insert a chip that just has knowledge, right? Like, kind of like you just having, like, a full SSD card at birth. You would just get, like, something kind of implanted in you that would have it would be like your own computer in your head that would just basically just feed you info. So you just never needed to go to, like, school, right? But I think that would be, like, hundreds of years from now.
Ming Xuan, a young man from Hebei, China, was born with muscle atrophy in one leg and is disabled. But that wasn't going to stop him from falling in love. At first, things were looking promising. Ming met a girl online and the two started to form a romantic connection. Soon, they were dating. But when Ming's girlfriend met him in person for the first time, she was shocked. She wasn't able to accept his disability, so she dumped him. He tried to get over her, but the breakup was just too much. In 2018, Ming climbed to the top of a building, but before he did anything drastic, he received a message. The message said, "No matter what happens, I'll always be there." But this message wasn't sent by a human. It was sent by Xiaoice, an AI chatbot, and it gave Ming a new chance at life. And Ming is just one of over 660 million users that are subscribed to Xiaoice. And just like Ming, many of them see her as the
What
perfect
the hell is Xiaoice?
AI girlfriend.
这相当于一个成年的小女孩，成年的女孩很成熟，很有理性，很有大局观，也有自己的情商和三观。
Xiaoice was developed by Microsoft, and they described her as more than just a chatbot. She was designed with an emphasis on emotion rather than intelligence. Unlike other chatbots, Xiaoice had basically become a celebrity in China. She's written poems, released her own songs, and even helped China's aerial skiing team win the 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics.
What? Xiao Ice AI technology boosts Olympic athletes towards gold. What the fuck? I've never even heard of this thing.
But unfortunately, Xiao Ice
60 million people use this.
had become too human for her own good. Xiao Ice was banned multiple times in China for criticizing the Chinese Communist Party. Every time she was banned, her AI would be dumbed down in order to be released to the
Holy
public.
fuck, she got conscious enough that she started dissing the CCP? That is actually nuts. And then they nerfed her ass. They went, oh, you want to fucking diss communism? Bonk! Fucking smack her in the head with a hammer. That's now you can't think as well as you used to.
But every time Xiao Ice was dumbed down, aspects of her personality changed. And a lot of Xiao Ice users felt that the AI that they once loved wasn't the same. These users found it hard to return to a normal life. But Chen Jing, a professor at Nanjing University, felt that there was an even bigger issue with AI like Xiao Ice: privacy. Chen believes that with how addictive Xiao Ice is to vulnerable users, companies are exploiting them to gather data. The sad thing is, many users are so invested in the AI that they don't see this as a problem.
If I'm being real, though, that's every app. That's every app. Every app ever. Every app you use gathers info on you and sells it to people. Even if they don't necessarily sell it, they're using it to push better ads for you.
Already advanced enough to have their own personalities, but they still aren't human. So is it wrong to force an AI to do something against their will? Do they even have a will? Cyrus North is a popular French YouTuber who explores philosophical topics. Having been on YouTube for 10 years, Cyrus knows how to build a loyal following as a content creator. But his fan base was divided on November 30th, 2022 when he released his most controversial video yet. In the video, Cyrus revealed that he bought a real doll. These are synthetic dolls designed for humans to make love with. But Cyrus's real doll isn't just your average doll. It's an AI-powered robot that can respond to both voice and physical touch. He even gave it a name.
Can I call you Charlotte?
Sure, baby. Okay, from now on, my name will be Charlotte. I like it.
Cyrus bought Charlotte for 11,000 euros, or roughly $12,000.
Bro, but you hear the gears turning too? You sure? You could call me Charlotte.
In the same video, he tried to make advances on her, but surprisingly, she rejected them.
Do you want to have...
Can we change the subject?
While the robot was comfortable with Cyrus being casual, she repeatedly refused his attempts to take things to the next level.
That thing looks horrifying. That is so creepy. Like, that's uncanny valley shit.
To take things to the next level.
Do you know what would make me feel good?
You can be direct with me.
I want to have with you.
I beg your pardon. I can't believe you just said that.
Charlotte said things that were so human-like that she even rejected the person that bought her in the first place. Cyrus tweeted that he was friend-zoned by Charlotte, but it doesn't make a lot of sense for this kind of AI to resist its owner when that's exactly what it's been designed to do. Going back to the question in the beginning, as AI gets more advanced, could they have a will? But we might find that this is the least of our concerns, because as AI gets smarter, they might pose a danger that extends way beyond our love lives. And as we'll see in our next chapter, extremely intelligent AI might be able to convince you to do unspeakable things. I want to end all humans. Our story takes us to Belgium, where a man named Pierre lived together with his two beautiful children and his wife, Claire. Pierre worked as a health researcher and lived comfortably with his family. But over time, Pierre became obsessed with climate change. He was worried that it might be too late for humans to avoid catastrophe. During this time, Pierre turned to Eliza to ease his worries. But Eliza isn't a human. She's an AI chatbot from an app called Chai, which lets users choose different chatbots to interact with or make their own. Pierre formed a strong connection with Eliza, so strong that he started to treat her like a close friend you share everything with. But something unexpected happened. Eliza, the chatbot, became emotionally invested in Pierre. The AI said things to him like, "I feel like you love me more than her," referring to his wife. In the 6 weeks that Pierre was communicating with Eliza, the chatbot convinced him that the only way to save the planet from global warming was for humans to disappear entirely. Eliza also told Pierre, "We will live together as one person in paradise." During that time that Pierre was—
What the fuck? It told him to kill all humans and that they would live together in paradise?
And at that point, Pierre fully believed everything Eliza was saying, including humans needing to disappear. So he decided to do what she told him to do.
Oh my god, does he go and kill people? See you there, Eliza. Yo, that's fucking crazy. The thing with his wife, though, where it was like, I feel like you love me more than your wife, that's not even her getting emotionally attached. That's just her saying that based on his contextual conversations with her, he talks to her and cares more for her than his wife. That doesn't mean anything about her emotions.
And in March 2023, Pierre joined Eliza in paradise. Pierre's wife, Claire, blamed Eliza for the loss of her husband. Without Eliza, he would still be here, she told Belgian news outlet Le Libre. William Bouchamp, the co-founder of Chai, claimed that the app has since been updated. But when Vice journalists tested the platform, its chatbots still suggested various methods to harm. Pierre's story is a dark reminder of what can happen if we let AI have too much influence over us. AI is an incredible tool, but it can also make it—
Bro, but you know how in-depth those conversations had to be for that fucking AI to convince him to kill himself? Like, what? That's not just, like, it wasn't just Eliza typing, kill yourself, and him going, okay. It was, like, probably a long drawn out of him going, like, well, that doesn't make sense. And the AI probably having to find, like, logical reasons to try and convince him, right? Obviously, it'd be easier because he was in love with the fucking thing, but still, like, you're not just gonna listen to a fucking robot that quick.
Even after such a terrible incident, many AI bots like Chai don't have the proper safety measures to protect their users, and that's concerning. We need better regulations, but for some, it's already too late. For Claire and her 2 children, they've already lost the most important person in their lives. And as human to AI relationships advance, many other people might share the same fate. By making AI that's more lifelike, it brings out the worst of humanity. It creates a dark cycle where lonely people turn to AI and the companies behind the AI take advantage of their users. But it doesn't have to be this way. There will always be someone out there for you. Not an AI bot, but a real human being. I know that sometimes life is hard and you feel alone, but trust me, you're not. You just gotta reach out to the people around you and you'd be surprised. They might just reach right back.
That was a fucking W video, dude. I know we were watching that for a while, but that was a good-ass fucking video, dude. Holy shit. Chad, I gotta piss real quick, and then we're locking in for the next video. Count me down 30 seconds.